Oh yeah. All right, fellas. Oh, first fish of the day, guys. First fish of the day. He's not a big one. He might not even be a slot, but we got to put him in here, fellas, because of 2 or 3 things. I mean, we got so much going on today, guys. Oh, I'm glad y'all came out. Well, he's decent. He's decent. I don't think he'll make the grade, but all right, let's try not to poke myself in the eye. That's safety first. Safety first. All right, guys. Well, this is the first fish on a new bait that I made myself, inspired by Michael. I wanted to play around, had a lot of time during the storm and whatever to play with this stuff, and so I made me a little mold out of plaster Paris. I had everything at home to do this, so it didn't cost me a nickel. And some of these baits are, well, old. They're all old baits that I had, and the bait don't look great as far as slick and smooth because I didn't take any real pains in the process of building the lure. All right, well, fella, get out of here. I'm not even gonna measure you. You ain't made 20, I know that. But anyway, here's this ugly looking little grub, and it's just a pour on grub that you pour over the top, so you're gonna have a flat spot on the bottom, and a red tail. It's kind of a chartreuse body with a red tail, kind of like those baits Michael was making. I couldn't find. Now, I don't want to fish with a bait that you guys can't get your hands on, because I know that wouldn't be, you know, you guys want to know what catches fish. So I would have bought these if the Academy would have had them. They do make them, I do believe. When I looked up on H&H website, where I always fish with the number 24, and I still believe number 24 it'll always catch. It'll always catch. But I just wanted to make a bait that had a kind of like a shrimp colored body and a red tail that flickered. And even though it might look ugly to me and you looking in that water, that sucker looks really nice. It's really flashing that tail. So anyway, this fella didn't have no problem grabbing it. But anyway, I think H&H has one. I think it's either number 4 or number 6. If you look up their website, they have that color, and you can order it, or maybe you can talk to your Academy and get them to order it and get it in. But anyway, the other thing I want to mention, and I know we're gonna be talking a little bit while we're not, you know, it's not the best day for fishing anyway, guys. Let's just talk. It's beautiful water, that's the plus, but it's high water, and it's out of a easterly kind of north and east, almost, well, there's the sun, that's east, so I guess northeast. And so that this bank normally on the south wind is just really good up against, you know, the real shallow water. But I'm gonna head into it, that way I can let the wind drift me back down. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, that rascal turned around and nailed it. Oh, get away from that. Get away from that little bush. Oh, I think he might be a keeper. He sure looked pretty in the water, but I kind of messed it up on my throw. But I'm not used to this. I'm not used to being able to see 2 feet down in the water. This is totally different for me. But it's awesome. Awesome, guys. Well, I cut myself off. I know I did, but I ran it a long time, and I said, well, no, I'm not going to do that. So Sorry about just cutting off and cutting over to here, but oh, I don't even know where I'm going to cut it until I get home. So if I say something twice, sorry about that. But anyway, I was talking about this reel that Randy sent me, and it's a Lew's Laser MG. Nice reel. And that rascal is mint. He said he just didn't get the hang of it. I thought maybe he fished with it for a while, but I took it apart and that rascal didn't have a grain of sand in it. It was perfect. So settle down, young man. But yeah, so I thank you, Randy. I don't know if I said it before I cut off, but you know, this first trip I had since you sent it to me, so I'm just now getting a chance. And again, that was on that makeshift ugly bait, which I think would be equivalent, big words, don't use big words, you know you don't, you ain't that kind of guy. Well, about 21 inches you bend the tail, but I think we'll pop him in. I don't have a fish in the freezer, not one, so I'm gonna have one for supper maybe after a while. But okay, but yeah, thanks again for the reel. It's gonna be used. I don't know if it'll be my main reel. I'm still I'm just had that Shimano for a little while and I'm loving it too. So, but I know this is a good reel. I used to fish with one just like it. So all right, let's move on, see if we can see something else. If you don't first succeed, try again. Ain't that right, fella? Oh, guys. Man, and it ain't, there's two of them there, and you think, well, it would be the second one that would bite it twice. Nope. Unless I mixed the two up, but I'm pretty sure the one that had it in his mouth first, I seen him shake his head. I thought he might have tore the tail off, because the way he was shaking his head, I thought maybe he was spitting out that tail. But nope. Fella, you just wanted to come on with me. Well, that's fine. I mean, all you guys want to come on with me, but y'all got to take your time. You can't all come at the same time. He don't even want to fight. He's like, I'm giving up. No, don't do that, because I don't think I hooked him very deep. Yeah, it's a nice keeper, fellas. Oh, Randy, your reel is putting in some work today. Oh yeah, and that homemade bait. But like I say, I don't want to fish with homemade baits, not because I don't think they'd work, but because I want you guys to be able to have exactly what I have. Unless you want me to make you some, I mean, I might think about that. But that ugly, most fishermen wouldn't want to fish with something that ugly. They ain't. But you know what, guys, I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know. You watch the Discovery Channel or whatever, where they watching under the water, they're gonna see, what does the fish go after? They always go after whatever fish is swimming sideways, and he ain't swimming right. So don't be afraid if you have a lure that ain't swimming just right. You may just outfish your buddy that got his bait put on there perfect, because his is just swimming just perfect, and yours is over there doing this little woppily wop thing. And well, then you end up hooking on the fish, because that's what these fish are going after. They ain't going after the perfect, they're going after the imperfect, and that works in my favor perfectly, because I'm imperfect. All right, guys, let's move on. Oh, that was fun. I mean, seeing they looked bigger when they was throwing their tails up out of the water, but it's deceiving when this water's so deep. This is the first time after the storm that we had come through that I had a chance to come out, and this is mostly, I bet if I taste the water, it's probably rainwater. It's just that fresh, but it had time to settle out, and it's just clear. Oh, I love it. I love this kind of fishing. Clear day, sun's up high. All right, let's see if we can get our third one. We hadn't gone a real long ways, but they are pretty far apart. This is definitely not school fish. This is just stragglers, but this is my favorite. You know, it's great to be in a big school where you're just throwing and throwing and throwing, but when you hunt and you look and whatever, this is so satisfying. It's like a hunter hunting a deer or something. You know, I've done that too, and it's just a good feeling to just ease through the brush looking for an animal. You know, of course now it's different if you just sit in the stand. We never did a lot of that. We did the walk hunting when we did it. But anyway, all right, guys, let's move on. All right, fellas. There we go. There we go, guys. That's as far as I can go to the east. I've been a while. I've been a ways. But anyway, he's not gonna be a slot, I don't think, but it's still a fish. Come on in, fella. I've seen 2 or 3 other ones. Not a lot. But again, when you get high tide, it spreads them out. So you don't get them close together when you got tons of extra water. But all right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all move on while I get this fish off of here. But luckily, the good thing is there's a whole long bank on the other side there that I can go down, and hopefully we'll run across number 3. Get out of here, fella, because we need number 3. Wind's starting to pick up, but like I say, I'm as far into the wind as I can go, which is good, and that way I can work my way back down. And all right, enough talk, let's move on. All right, look at there. Will he make the grade is the only thing. He looks a little short, but just barely short. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. Today's not been the day for huge ones, but that's okay. It's still a fish. Let's just see. He'd barely make it if he makes it. I'm getting a little tired. I've been a long ways, but oh, again, it's just so spread out. These fish are all over the place, and no, he won't make it at all. Get out of here, guy. I don't even need to measure you. I know he's around 17. He might make it in Florida, but here in Texas, everything's a little bigger. You gotta have them bigger ones in Texas. Oh yeah, well, But it's another one. I'm just looking for that last keeper, and I'm ready to get out of here. There was about 2 or 3 boats, maybe even 4 boats running along in this lake here, and that puts them on edge, even though there's just a little strip of land between us. But I had a couple of big ones, and they wouldn't play. I don't know. Might need to have my 24 on there. From what I'm seeing on this bait, I don't think it's any better or any worse than the number, but it's hard to tell. If I had that other one on, they might have turned their nose up to all of it. So, and I don't feel like changing baits now and do a test like that. We're too far in the day, but one day I'll do that. I'll just have one on each rod, and we'll catch one with one, and we'll catch another one with the other, and see if one of them does a little better. But I don't think it matters. You put it right in front of their face and give it a little jerk, 90% of the time they will take it. All right, let's move on. Try to still get number 3. All right, guys, look at there. Oh yeah, you know what? I've got to tell you, I know some of you guys might not believe me, but I said I've been so long. I was kind of talking to the Lord. I said, Lord, I said, I sure would like to catch a fish up in this little clear pocket. It'd be awesome. And I said, well, the 2 things has to happen. One, you've got to put a fish up there for me to catch. And 2, you've got to give me the ability to catch it. And I got up in that hole, and I'm like, well, I guess that was not meant to be. Sometime our answers to prayer is no, because he has something better for us. Or it's, I looked over in the weeds there, and this big old rascal was laying there. My old heart started pumping pretty good, and I said, well, here we go. He grabbed it up, so praise the Lord for that. There's my number 3, guys. I had to work hard. We got about 3 guys in the boat right there that just poled straight up this way, and had several boats, like I was saying, in that lake over there. So the fish are on edge a little bit. They're not just acting plumb dumb today, like whenever there's nobody out. So he's 22 inches. He looked a little bigger, but he's thick. That's a heavy rascal. Before I pick him up, yeah, got me a new glove. One of you guys, I'm not sure I want to say the name, I think it was John, but I could be wrong, told me about it, and I got me, and you get 2 of them for like $6 or something. It's plumb cheap. So yeah, thank you for that again. I think I responded to him on his comment, told him I got it. But anyway, look here, he's heavy. He's not real long, but he'll work. But I think that's going to be it. And there may be a bonus, because I got a ways to paddle to get out of here, but I'm not going to do nothing but paddle straight out. So if something happens, we run across another one, I'll pop it in as a bonus. If not, just like always, want to say God bless, and we will see y'all next time.